How do you look like this at your age?
Everyone should know I'm 44.
How would you say it's very important for women to especially be a part of strength and conditioning workouts?
I think it's purely because of what it did to me.
Men have the career, men also have a beautiful wife, they have a great family, and that's the way it's conditioned for them. But for women, it's always been conditioned that you can only have one or the other.
Women actually have more than men.
Hi and welcome to the Ramya Show. So, என் பக்கத்தில் வந்து இப்போ உட்காந்துட்டு இருக்கிறவங்க ஒரு ஃபிட்னஸ் எக்ஸ்பர்ட் அப்படின்னு மட்டும் நான் சொல்ல மாட்டேன். ஷீஸ் ஆல்சோ ட்ரெயில் பிளேசிங் ஃபோர்ஸ் ஆஃப் ஃபிட்னஸ் அப்படின்னு நான் அவங்களை இன்ட்ரடியூஸ் பண்ணணும். ஷீஸ் அன் ஆண்டர்பிரினர் அண்ட் ஷி கம்ஸ் ஃப்ரம் வெரி ஹம்பிள் பேக்ரவுண்ட். அவங்கள பற்றி வந்து உங்களுக்கு சொல்கிறதுக்கு நிறையா விஷயங்கள் இருக்குது. பட் மெயினாக அதுக்கு முன்னாடி நான் ஆரம்பித்து சொல்லணுன்ற விஷயம் வந்து திஸ் பாட்காஸ்ட் இஸ் கோன் பி என்டையர்லி இன் இங்கிலீஷ் ஃபார் ஹர் கம்ஃபர்ட். பட் டு நாட் வரி இஃப் யூ நாட் ஏபிள் டு ஃபாலோ த லாங்குவேஜ். உங்களுக்கு சப்டைட்டில்ஸ் தமிழில் இருக்கும். அதை தாண்டி அதையும் நீங்கள் ஃபாலோ பண்ண முடியலனாலும் கவலைப்படாதீங்க. The takeaway is going to be very, very big. So I'm really happy to introduce and welcome Shvetambari Shetty.
Oh my God, Ramya, thank you so much. It's my pleasure to be on your podcast.
No, I really feel like
it's wonderful to know you to begin with. You're such a lovely human being.
Goes back to
everything.
You. Goes back to you, and you're such a warm, amazing, friendly person. I just have read so much about you, but the first time I met you, it felt like you're already my friend, and it's very hard to feel that kind of energy with people.
Yes,
so I'm really glad that we spoke about this, and I didn't know when I first met you, like in a month's time I'll end up doing the podcast with you.
No, that's very short, right?
Yeah.
I know I don't speak Tamil, but I do understand quite a bit, and I also lived in Chennai.
You told me
2-3 years, and yeah.
And you have a bunch of friends who are all from Chennai.
Yeah. They're still there. I visit sometimes. They visit more.
Right.
But yeah, I love Chennai. It's been a good journey there when I was there.
No, I hope you have more reasons to come now.
I'm hoping so.
Okay. Now let's start with this one thing which I've been personally wanting to ask, and I'm sure it'll be useful to the viewers out there. How do you look like this at your age? You know, it's not that you're old. Not at all about that.
No, but everyone should know I'm 44.
Wow.
Actually, I'm going to be 44 in a week's time.
Nobody can believe when you say that you're 44 and you look this way. And I'm not just talking about how you look fit in terms of your body, but also in terms of how your face looks, how young you feel, and you give that vibe to people around, the energy. And you recently also in a conversation told about your metabolic health when you did some tests, and it showed that you had a great back, and your back age, your spinal age was
19.
It's crazy. So if I ask you, what are the 5 things you do every day to look young and to look fit, what would you say?
Okay, I don't know if this is going to sound bizarre, okay? And if it does, I'm sorry. But first of all, I work out every day. So that's sweat.
I'm feeling now.
Yeah, me too. Not the sweat. We're talking about the workout sweat. You know, it's very different. So that sweat is excellent for the skin, right? Flushing out all those toxins through a workout sweat is brilliant. So I don't miss that. Second, I do my cold splashes on my face.
Okay,
which,
great.
Yeah. Which I don't know how many of us really do, especially after like a workout. It helps a lot.
Do you immerse yourself in a bucket?
No. I just do like splash.
Okay.
Right? Like especially after workout or before I go to bed, right? I honestly have no skincare routine.
Unbelievable.
I only wear a sunscreen all the time. Like right now, maybe I have a little makeup because I'm on the show, but I don't usually wear makeup. I just have a sunscreen. The other thing is I eat right.
I've seen that.
Yeah, I eat right in the sense I don't deprive myself. 75% of my food is spot on. Like it's very colorful, fruits and vegetables. I drink about 4 liters of water a day. So that's because my body really demands it. But then you do not need 4 liters, right? Not everybody needs the same amount of water. And most importantly, I keep stress far away. Like I believe that you just take one day at a time. And if you're going to be stressed about anything, nothing's going to come out of it. You might as well either solve it or you give into it and you move on, you get over it, right? So I don't stress. I'm always trying to be happy.
Right.
And that's the energy I give out. And I really don't stress. Like there are things that run over and over and over again in your head when you don't want to get things done, or it could be anything, right? It could be financial, it could be family, it could be anything. But I just believe that there's no point in like drowning yourself in stress.
But when you say
Everyone-
this, have you arrived at this after a lot of experiences, or were you always this person who was not?
I think a big part of me was always like that.
Nice.
But then, like you said, life throws a lot at you, and then you kind of learn from all of these, and then you arrive at one conclusion
Yeah.
saying, what are the pros, what are the cons of worrying, not worrying, stressing, not stressing? How do you try to like vision yourself 10 years ahead and say, okay, I can have a stress-free life without stressing myself too much right now. And that could be working like a donkey because I want to secure my future, but because while I'm working like a donkey, I kill myself, right?
Yeah.
With working late hours, working crazy hours, skipping my meals and working. So I don't do these things. I also, by the way, because I'm doing what I'm passionate about doesn't mean I don't work a lot of hours, right? I'm still up on my feet from 5 a.m. to 10 p.m.
That's a lot.
Yeah, at it, like the whole time. But it doesn't stress me out.
Okay.
Because when I go to sleep, I ensure my sleep is deep, my sleep is of high quality, and that's everything. The sleep is everything.
How many hours of sleep do you get?
About 7.
That's great. Okay.
I get-
Despite this schedule, you're able to manage 7
Yeah,
hours.
because I sleep and I wake up only at like 5.
Perfect. Now we're sitting at Third Space, which is your newly opened outlet.
yeah.
And yeah, I have already experienced the great classes going on
Yeah.
here. Before which, of course, you have this huge track record ahead of you. How you started as a Zumba fitness instructor, and then you
Yes.
started your own space,
Yes.
and then you opened another center. Then Cult wanted to, acquire it.
Yeah.
And everything happened, and you became. You were also a winner of the CrossFit competition.
2016 and 2017.
Yeah. So after all of this, what I could sense, something which also I resonate with is, you like creating a community.
Yeah.
You like group fitness sessions.
Yeah.
And why would you say that you're more leaning towards it?
So I think I'm not sure of any other country, right? But I feel in India, in the last 10 years that I've been in this industry, I've realized that we still feel fitness is luxury.
Yeah.
It's not a necessity. People even in this, century, we're not saying that everybody should exercise.
Yeah.
Everybody should move more often, walk every day. We don't think this is important. We're still focused on everybody needs to study this is, everybody needs to have a certain kind of job, everybody should get married, everyone should have babies. We're still stuck there, right? But the truth is that this body that you're living in is your first home. Right? And for me, it was really just about that, about learning so much about the human body in the last 10 years that I'm like, there's nothing else that becomes more important than taking care of yourself. And that's how I just started on this journey, right? Like,
But this concept of community, and you wanted to do something for the group.
Correct.
And that was because, did you see a specific
yeah,
few
because in my
reasons?
first class, correct. When I started teaching my first class, when I saw a group of people work out together, because I was only a group fitness trainer, I wasn't a personal trainer at that point. Just that positive vibe passing on from one person to another, right? You and I standing next to each other, doing the session together. I'm taking all the energy from you, giving you my energy, smiling at each other. And end of the session, we're both feeling the same way. We're both not talking about what our background is. We're both not talking about where we come from, our education, what our parents do. We both were there just for ourselves. Right? And then that feeling together, feeling amazing together, was so beautiful. I'm like, we need to do more of this to bring out the best in people, right? Because our lives are generally so stressed. And then if you can build a community like this, which can actually make people smile and happy and just some sort of togetherness, it was therapy of a different type.
Absolutely.
Right? And I think that's why I was like, and I think I realized that I'm also good at it over a period of time. This is probably my forte, and I should stick with it.
Okay.
Where I'm able to, somebody recently said, you are the enabler. In a sense, you enable for things to happen and come together.
It's a nice word.
And then it's like more than a coach, you're an enabler. There are many coaches out there, and there are probably many coaches way better than I am, right? Way better than, smarter and more knowledgeable than I am. But the difference here is you are an enabler, and you also very deeply care, and it's very genuine. And that's true, because I used to, when I had my first space, I used to like wake people up.
I remember.
Get them all of that, right?
Yeah.
So I realized now over the 10 years that that's really what I'm good at. Like just putting people together, putting things together, just creating a nice, happy space. Because that's who I am, in the sense. I'm just a happy person, and I feel like that vibe comes out, and then it just makes people feel the same way. And I'm like, why not create a community? So from there to cult to this, it just continues.
It's a journey. The other thing I also figured over time is you started with Zumba, and you still have a space now where you have yoga and so many things happening, dance, fitness. But at your heart, you like functional fitness, and that's something you want everybody to be part of, strength and conditioning.
Yeah.
Why would you say it's very important for women to especially be a part of strength and conditioning workouts?
I think it's purely because of what it did to me. Okay. So my journey with fitness has been about building my self-confidence. And I feel like if it could do that for me, why should it not do for other women?
Yeah, fair enough.
And then, of course, the byproduct of all of that is you look great, you feel great, right? Everything else, you have great health, you have great fitness. At 44, you feel like 34.
Yeah.
So why not, right? So and when I even conceptualized third space, it was that. It was about, let's make more women strong.
Great.
Because they deserve to know what physical strength is also about. Mentally, we are strong.
Yeah. We're born that way, I guess.
We're born that way. We have estrogen.
Yeah.
We don't have only testosterone, right? And because of that estrogen, women are supposed to be the multitaskers, right? So I feel like we're already a strong force, and mentally we're far superior. With all due respect to all the men who are listening, right?
Yes.
We love the men and we need the men, but then we are a strong force. So I feel like, why aren't we getting into the physical strength space for women?
Yeah.
It's amazing to see so many women now participate in weightlifting.
Wonderful.
And all of that, right? Like Mirabai or all of these ladies. But I just feel like true strength for women is still not delved into. And I think
you're tapping
that's what
on
I want to do. Yeah, especially for women over 40. Because I know I'm there. Then I see my mom at 70, what she's going through because of lack of strength and stability. So I'm like, if I'm able to even serve 10, 50, 100 women and help them, that'll pass on further, and then it becomes just massive.
Kudos to that.
Yeah, that's all. That's the goal.
When you're talking about the estrogen part, I wanted to address the hormonal health of women, because we have these different stages of life. It starts with puberty, and then there's pregnancy, and then there's perimenopause, menopause. It's a journey. How do you think strength training or workouts help in a woman's hormonal health and improving it to the optimum?
Yeah. The one aspect is strength training, right? So what is the one thing that strength training does when you lift weights? It releases growth hormone in the body.
Yeah.
Right? And that is what we all need as we age. Right? That growth hormone. That's your primary thing. Apart from,
muscle.
Yeah, exactly. When there's depletion in our, estrogen and all of that over a period of time, especially in your mid-40s, perimenopausal, everything, releasing more growth hormone in the body can tremendously help. And that can only happen through strength training or weight training. Right? You can't otherwise. Of course, there are artificial ways of releasing growth hormone into the body, but that's not what you want.
Yeah.
When there is a most natural way of doing it, why would we want to do it, right? And it's not about lifting heavy weights, right? It's not about that at all. You can just be consistent with lifting light weights and do it ever so often, like maybe thrice a week, maybe 4 times a week. The goal is to do strength training. But also another thing is strength training comes in so many forms, right? Yoga is also strength training. Certain types of yoga can really build strength.
Right.
Calisthenics is strength training.
Right.
Weightlifting is strength training. I think it's important for each of us to identify what is it that we love, what is working for our body. Like there are a lot of women for who weight training just doesn't work, and it's okay.
Yeah.
Right? Find another source of strength training, right? But find a way to retain your muscle mass, find a way to ingest growth hormone into the body as you age. Then what happens, maybe you can control that imbalance that happens with the hormones a little bit. Every woman has to go through perimenopause. Every woman has to go through menopause. Every woman has to go through periods to begin with.
Yes.
Yeah. So there is no running away from these things, right?
Yeah.
But learning and then trying to figure ways to work things out for yourself is supremely important.
I've seen literally every woman around me these days talking about how the PMS time is the worst time for them because they have to manage their child, look after the family, go to work, and they just can't shout at their boss or the work environment, but they come back home and they vent it on the partner or whomsoever they find at home, and that becomes a huge situation. So have you personally gone through this, the keeping your sanity in place during the time of menstruation, and or have your clients come and spoken to you about it?
No, I feel like, the PMS stuff is real.
Right.
I don't go through it so much. Something else I want to tell everyone is look at your periods as your monthly report card.
That's a nicely coined term.
Yeah. So basically what I'm saying, and I learned this from Dr. Mahesh, he's like, men don't get a report card.
Okay.
Right? They're just the same the whole time.
Yeah.
But women have the ability to keep a check on their health just through their periods, which is phenomenal, right? So he says that look at your periods as your monthly report card. And where are you? Are you first rank, second rank, third rank?
How do we determine that?
In the sense, your cycle, 28, 31, the small fluctuations, the big fluctuations, small fluctuations are okay. Big fluctuation is a trigger, right? That you're not faring very well in your exam, right? Other thing, does it creep in quietly? Or is it making a lot of noise, giving you a lot of trouble, 3 days leading to it, on the day, the day after, you're in pain, you're not feeling great. All of these are signs that you're not in the best of health. Right? And I'll tell you my experience. I don't know when my periods come in.
You don't know?
No, like I have a proper cycle, like a 28-day cycle. It literally is what Dr. Mahesh tells me. It creeps in. Like I'm like, oh, damn, it's already this day.
Oh, like that.
So I have no signs. In the sense, I don't feel pain.
No cramps.
No cramps.
No anxiety.
I have nothing, no anxiety. But then, sometimes what happens is when my periods start, I turn back 24 hours and I say, did I react in a certain way? Was I mean? Was I rude? Was I angry? Was I cranky? Then I connect it to saying maybe it was because of this, right? But in general, I actually don't go through half of what most women come and tell me, including my sister. My sister goes through a lot of pain and I'm like, why? Like, why? And she has to pop pills during this phase. And I see my colleagues around.
A lot of them do that.
Exactly. So now when I look at what Dr. Mahesh says, if you have to treat your periods as your report card, for everyone who has major symptoms of PMS and pain and cramps, there is a small underlying problem.
Okay.
Right? Okay. Something that your body is saying is not
working. Okay. Do you think there is a relation of something to do with genetics? Your mother had heavy periods.
Absolutely. It's very true genetically. When did your mom have menopause? And you can kind of draw parallel to that. Absolutely. I'm glad you brought that up because today we have so many amazing tests, genetic testing. And I think we can really, really save ourselves and go on the preventive mode.
Right.
If we actually invest in the right test. None of these tests are going to be 100% accurate, right? But they'll at least direct you. They'll at least be 70% accurate and they'll say, hey, there could be something. So yeah, honestly, I think that's what all of us women have to remember. that our periods is like our report card, except that it comes monthly,
Right.
unlike a school report card, which is given to us. I don't know how often now. I'm
Quarterly
too old for
once,
it.
I guess.
Yeah, quarterly or 6 monthly.
Yeah.
But if you can track that, like women are very lucky. If we can track our report card every month and see if it's rank 1 or rank 2, we'll be in a great place with health.
That's so important. Thank you for saying that. I think it's really valuable and
Yeah.
it coming from you. I want to talk about nutrition. Again, when we talk about menstruation and
Yeah.
PMS time and all that,
Yeah.
as a woman, let's say my goal is going to be fat loss, which is predominantly the goal for a lot of women, or it is for a few to tone up and get some muscle on
Fair.
them and all that. But 3 weeks we're able to stick to a certain plan, and then there enters period, and then we want to have these cravings, and we want to eat out of stress. We emotionally eat. We eat in the midnight. We want chocolates. We want this, that. Everything falls back. Unlike the cycle being very different for a man, where he can just continue and keep at it until he wants those six-pack abs.
I know.
So,
True.
how do you think we can fix this? Because you've been on the road, you've been on the journey, you've met your goals. There's something which has been going right.
Yeah. I'll be very honest. You don't have to deprive yourself, okay? And I'm talking about nutrition here,
Yeah.
right? Like I say, if you are able to 75% of the time, if you're able to eat clean and eat right, you're sorted. I also give into some of those period cravings because I have a sweet tooth.
Okay.
But I've seen the difference and I've journaled it also. Before my periods, I do have that little extra craving, right? I often forget it's because of that, because like I was saying, my periods just creep in,
Right.
right? I often forget that extra craving is because of that. But I give into that extra craving, but then I mindfully stop. I'm like, okay, have I overdone for today?
So you have a portion control.
I try to push it control. I definitely, because I just feel guilty. I'm in that space now. Years ago, I didn't have the guilt boundary. Today, at 44, I have a guilt boundary.
And how often does this happen?
I give into, I don't deprive myself. I eat pretty much everything, but I eat clean. But you can say at least 3 to 4 times a week, I will eat my one cake or one cupcake.
3 to 4 times a week?
Yeah.
Seriously, and you can look like this?
It's absolutely okay. It's absolutely okay. If you work very hard at the gym, okay, which is not like go intense,
Yeah.
consistency.
Yeah, yeah.
My word of work hard at the gym is consistency. If you show up every day for your 1 hour of workout or even 30 minutes, right? If you move more, this is another thing I want everyone to take back home, Ramya. Walking is the biggest fat burner there is.
Lovely.
Right? Brisk walking is the biggest fat burner there is. I can promise everybody who's listening to this and who wants to lose fat that if they incorporate 15,000 steps a day, which is not too much, I mean, it sounds like, oh my God, how am I going to do that? They will lose weight. They will lose fat.
Perfect. Okay.
Right?
Can you also give us some nutritional strategies
Yeah.
for the same person who wants to lose some fat?
Yeah. Then what you do, eat what you eat every day. Don't change. Like, don't bring in oatmeal while you hate oatmeal. Please don't ever do that, because then you'll end up having a bad relationship with that journey.
Yeah.
The journey has to be pleasant,
Yeah.
right? So eat everything that you eat. Just look at your plate and try to see what is it that you can remove which you think is not going to add value.
Nice.
Right? Okay, so I have paratha, or let's say in Chennai, right? I have dosa, I have idli. I'm eating typical, like
Yeah,
what we eat
the
in
chutneys,
Bangalore,
the
Chennai. It's the
sambars.
same thing
Yeah,
almost,
yeah.
right? We, all of us, it's south of India, we eat pretty much the same. I'm eating everything carbs.
Correct.
So where is my protein?
That's the problem.
We all need to remember that protein is the building block of the body. We need carbs. Women especially need more carbs. While idli and dosa are fantastic foods, the absence of protein is the damaging part, right? So if you are somebody who is an vegetarian or eats non-veg, or at least eggs, then add an egg. Okay?
Okay.
And your 1 egg, 1 idli, little chutney, or 1 egg, 1 dosa, 1 chutney, right? Or make it 2 eggs and 1 dosa and 1 chutney. It's okay. If you're slightly, like a taller person, bigger person,
Yeah.
you need to. Your calorie needs are more. So what I changed is just added something new.
Yeah.
And that was a protein source, right? Then go to your lunch. Now, if I'm a South Indian person, I will typically eat rice and some sambar or some rasam or some chicken, or if I'm
Curd,
fish or
poriyal.
curd. So everything is okay there. I will just say from the rice, take this much on your fist. This is the size of your heart.
Yeah.
Your fist is the size of your heart.
Yeah.
So when we say eat heart's content, we say eat fistful.
Right.
Right? So take your fist, put the rice on your fist, eat only that much, push all the other rice away.
Okay, no other helping, no extra helping.
No, that much is it. This is enough. My fist is small.
Yeah. So
Somebody
each
else's, each one, right? So take that fistful. Then ensure your veggies and your sambar and everything is there.
Done.
Keep one raw salad bowl.
Okay.
And that can be as simple as cucumber, carrot,
Yeah.
tomato, onion, whatever raw salad that you like. So mandatory raw salad, mandatory fistful rice, mandatory dal, rasam, whatever. And then now you notice, where is my protein?
Where is it?
Dal can be protein, but dal is also carbs. Right? So can I find a lean protein source?
Like a tofu or a paneer.
Yeah, paneer. Yeah, paneer also has
Soy.
Yeah, soy. Maybe chickpea. Chickpea also has some carbs, but
Curd.
yeah, yogurt, exactly, curd, homemade curd,
Yeah.
right? So find that source and see how much of this in my plate is protein. What percentage of my food is protein? Ensure at least 30%. So if you do the math, I weigh 50 kg. So I need to ensure I have 50 grams protein every day,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
But if I'm a 50 kg person who exercises a lot, then I need to have 1.5. So instead of 50, I will have 75 grams.
Okay, so is that
Because my
how much
body
you
needs
have
more.
now?
Yes, I have. I in fact some days even have up to 90 grams.
Do you take whey protein as a
I do.
supplement?
I believe in it, and I keep every time I do my blood test, I look at my creatine levels.
Right.
As long as my creatine levels are normal, I keep having my protein shakes.
How much is too much when it comes to whey protein?
1 scoop a day.
Is okay. But there's no problem with that, because I want to ask you about this, because a lot of people feel they lead to kidney problems. It's really
So this is why I do the kidney profile in your blood work. So it will tell you your creatine levels. If your creatine levels are high, then you can reduce your protein intake.
Right.
If your
Okay.
creatine levels are perfect, then you keep the protein.
Perfect.
Right? I'm not saying that it's mandatory to take protein shake. If you're getting your 50, 60, whatever your weight is,
Yeah.
right, that much grams from your food,
It's
please
fine.
don't do anything else.
But if you are a vegetarian and you don't
You
even
may
eat
need it.
egg,
then you may need it.
you may need it.
That's
right?
the truth.
That is the
Right?
truth.
Let's not try to. A lot of people say no, vegetarian, this source, that source, etc. It's not fully possible.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay. Also, when we were talking about weight training, I wanted to ask this to you. You were saying that you don't have to lift heavy, but lifting light and consistent is
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
By light, some people think that 2 kgs, 3 kgs of squat and lunges are okay for life.
No.
And they can just pick those weights, keep it in their house, and do some random YouTube workout, and they'll be seeing a muscle gain.
Yeah.
And if they don't see it, and if they put on weight because they're now working out and eating extra, they think that they've bulked like a man.
Yeah.
Can you please throw some thoughts on this?
Yeah, this is such a myth, right? You can lift even 50 kg
Yeah.
and not look bulky. You can lift even 100 kg and not look bulky. You lift a lot of weights. You don't look. I lift a lot
Yeah.
of weights. I still look very lean.
And why? Why? Please tell that. Why we are not putting
Because
on...
we don't have the same amount of testosterone.
Excellent. Yeah.
Right? Simple.
Right.
You and I both know that.
Yeah.
And we have to just keep reiterating till everybody understands that men have a lot of testosterone, women have a little. We also have a lot of estrogen, which men don't have. And we're full of hormones. And these hormones can really work to our advantage if we want them to.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
We should not be sad about our hormones. We should be extremely lucky to be having all the different types of hormones. So we can never bulk up unless we have a very different plan, which, like, obviously, with all due respect to all our women bodybuilders and all, they have to go through a lot of food, lot of supplementation, a lot of like saying no to different types of food, deprivation, literally.
Super discipline.
Yeah. You and I don't need to do
Yeah.
that. To look and to feel the energy that you and I feel on a daily basis, we just do weight training every day.
Right.
So whether you pick up 5 kg or 10 kg or 20 kg, I promise you, you can never look like a man.
But is 5 kg or 2 kg, 3 kg
You have to progress. Progressive overload, right, means something. Why will you keep picking up 2 kg forever? Because that 2 kg is not going to do anything to your body after a point of time.
Exactly.
Right? You challenge yourself. Then you go for 4. Then you go 8. Then you go 10. Then you go 12. I mean, if you are getting stronger, you should be very lucky.
Yeah,
That means you're really putting effort.
And which is why a space like this is very important versus working out in your house. I mean, I understand during the COVID.
Yeah.
But
there was no choice.
Don't you think now is the time for people to go somewhere?
Absolutely. Nothing like training with people.
Yeah.
Not with the screen, with people.
Perfect. I wanted to address about pregnancy with you because you've gone through it and you're also handling a lot of clients in the Zoom.
Yeah.
We've been told, primarily that when you're pregnant, you need to take care of 2 bodies, not just one. So eat for 2 people. Do not do any kind of workout. Don't go to the gym. Just do some light walking and take care of yourself.
Yeah.
And that has its own repercussions after the woman gets the baby out because she's piled up on weight.
Yeah.
She has to now attend and take care of the child and also fix herself, and there's no support from the family. How would you say a woman has to start her pregnancy journey once she knows that she's pregnant to this part where she's had the baby and now she wants to come back to normal?
Yeah. I realized that the space of motherhood in India is the toughest compared to anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody listening will take offense from a different country if they listen and take offense. I know it's hard for every mom. But the disadvantage in the Western country is that they don't have the village that we Indians have.
True.
They say, right, it takes a village.
Yeah.
And you know how it's not easy to find help and so on and so forth in other, especially in America and Europe and etc. Right? They literally take care of everything on their own. And then in like the 3rd month or 5th month, they find a daycare and then the moms get on with their jobs.
Correct.
It's phenomenal to see that. Versus, we here have a village.
True.
Right? But the entire village will keep you in that room with the baby for the next 1 year.
And you get depressed.
Yes. Right? And even while they keep you with the baby in the room, the core focus is always the baby, which is okay.
Yeah.
Of course, it's a new life that we brought into this world, but we often forget
The mother.
the person who, And it's very sensitive for me to talk about this, but then I will. And I've never spoken about this anywhere else, right? My mom obviously was with me, and this was during COVID in 2020. And we're already going through a lot of emotions because of COVID. And then having nobody at home, just my husband and me and my parents, and I had one help for like just 1 month. And then my mom getting very anxious about everything, and that was her beginning stage of Parkinson's. So even we couldn't understand her, she couldn't understand us. At the same time, she's very anxious about how everything is going on. Am I taking care of myself, baby, everything? Exactly in 30 days, I went to my dad and I told him, please go home, back to Mangalore, and take mom with you because I can't do this with her around. And sorry. I just feel so bad about it.
Sorry.
No. It's totally okay. I need to start accepting the fact that I did that for my sanity. And today when I look back, I'm like, why did I say no to my mom? Because she would probably understand it more than anyone else. But now when I think about it, I'm like, at that point, you're so clueless. No one tells you what's better. Your gynecologists don't tell you. You're automatically not told after your pregnancy, and once your gynecologist gives you that clarity, go to a physiotherapist, go to a pelvic floor specialist, have a therapist beside you. No one tells you this information.
Yeah.
Like you figure everything on your own, despite the village.
Exactly. That's
why I feel like the mothers in this country go through a lot more. They go through so much. And I can't imagine what, our mums, like my mom, her times were
Terrible.
like, I don't think they had a say itself, right?
Terrible.
And that's why they even at 70 live with diastasis recti and things like that. So I felt like that is something that I still haven't, gotten over, right? Like I'd be like, why did I do that? But maybe then I convince myself saying it's okay. It's what we need to do to protect ourselves sometimes and our child, and it's okay if you have to have a fight with your mom.
Yeah.
So my mom left, and there was no bitterness or anything.
Of course,
of course, I still love
understand.
her and all of that, but then you're like, okay, this is, and which is also why I want to do so much more for the moms, prenatal, postnatal, because you're right, they don't know how to take care of themselves. Most women, even today, the younger lot, don't know what abdomen separation is. Right? Like when your belly becomes big, when you don't do proper core bracing, your abdomen separates because it's really expanded. So you need to do a lot of core work before you get straight into anything else.
You're talking about before the delivery or after?
Post. Before you need to do, like when you're pregnant, you need to train the core.
Okay, so it starts right there.
It starts right there. It starts right from your second
Even
semester,
strength training,
second trimester.
Certain doctors tell you to do, right?
You have to. Like my gynac, despite her being a supremely old gynac, she's still like, you go work out.
Oh.
She's like literally my mom's age, but she'll be like, go work out, go do whatever you want.
So you were
sit in your
training.
deep
You were
squat.
training
Yeah. I was
until-
lifting weights. I was doing my deadlifts. I was doing everything.
The same way, like you
No,
normally.
I reduced my weight.
Okay.
I wouldn't take the risk because then everyone around you is scaring you, right?
Yeah.
So it wasn't the same weight for sure. It was reduced weight, but I did everything. I did yoga, I did dance, I did strength training.
And
Right?
how
But
long?
I did, and I did the whole time till my 9th month.
Okay.
But the only problem with me was I could not have a vaginal delivery. I had to have an abdominal delivery because I didn't have labor.
Oh.
Like I finished 40 weeks and I'm in peak COVID. My doctor's like, what do we do now? It's not very safe for us to keep holding the baby.
Right.
While you can still push it a week, we don't know what the COVID situation is, how long you need to be in the hospital. I don't even think you're going to dilate So then I'm like, you know what? I know my body. I give it so much love and care and respect. I'm okay. I'll go through cutting myself open and bringing the baby back. While I know there are so many benefits of a vaginal delivery, you don't get to make that choice sometimes.
Yeah, true.
And then you have to give in and listen to your doctor. And then when the world is like falling apart, you're like, okay, fine, let's do this. So I did it. And I'm happy that I'm able to take control of my body after that. But then I was able to take control of my body after that because all my 9 months, I took good care of it, which is movement.
That's
Right? You have to do it under professional guidance.
Right.
Don't just randomly look up YouTube and do
Yeah,
it.
that's an investment you need to make for the child. And
Find yourself a personal trainer or someone who's certified, someone who's, got good credibility. And then your life will be magical.
So after the delivery, what are the precautions before you start out full?
Wait for 2 months.
2 months?
Yeah.
Okay.
First, get a go-ahead from your gynac, but your gynac should not be the end person, the last person giving you a go-ahead. After that, go to a physiotherapist or a pelvic floor specialist.
Okay.
Because most women I know, even after 2-3 years, still have urinary incontinence.
Yeah.
Right? When they jump, they pee. When they cough, they
They
pee.
laugh, they pee.
Exactly. So I say that first, fix that. And that only a pelvic floor specialist can do.
Okay.
Right? Then go to a physiotherapist or a pelvic floor specialist to identify what is the separation you have in your abdomen, how deep, how wide. Because those can cause a lot of back problems later on. Because you've compromised your core. And your core also involves your spine. Right? So then you fix that. Then when your gynac, pelvic floor specialist and your physio have all said go. Ja jile apni zindagi types. Okay? Then you go all out and do whatever weight training, this, that, whatever floats your boat. Right? But it's important to get a go ahead from some key people who nobody talks about.
Okay. And please give us a few tips for the busy people. Like you and I prioritize on fitness, and we make the time, no matter how busy we are, to do about 60 minutes of workout every day of our life.
Yeah.
Even if we travel, wherever we go, whatever we do. But for the busy mother, the busy father, a young adult who's so much into their career, all the time traveling and doing things out of flight, what can they do to ensure that they at least keep the basics going?
Yeah. I think first I want to reiterate on the fact that you may have the most beautiful home, the most fanciest car, or whatever, like so much wealth. But ultimately, the place that you actually live inside is this body,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? That's your true home.
Yeah.
So taking care of this, repairing this at the right time should be of ultimate priority, right? Because now when I see my mom and dad, they're retired, they're settled, they have enough money, but they can't enjoy that.
Right.
My dad has to think 100 times before he can travel whichever part of the world because he had some dreams. Because he can't leave my mom anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when I look at them, I'm like, no, I don't want to be there when I'm 70 if I hit 70.
Right.
So I think the most important thing is to first learn to understand what works for your body, what doesn't. What foods work? Today, half the food that you're eating is becoming poison.
Process.
And it's not you. Yeah, it's processed. It's the way it's grown, the fast way of growing it. So many things. How to prioritize? This was your question. So I give this hook to everybody. Okay, I tell them that the one thing that you do every morning is have a shower.
Okay.
Right? It's non-negotiable.
Yeah,
Everyone
yeah,
has a
yeah,
shower. So I say that before walking into the shower, stand outside your bathroom for 10 minutes, jump around, do an activity.
Nice.
Okay? Anything.
Okay.
You do squats, you can do mountain climbers, you can do burpees, play the music and just dance your heart out.
Yeah,
your
yeah,
favorite
yeah.
song.
Jumping jacks.
Yeah,
Whatever.
anything you want. Just do pranayama or just do yoga or anything. I don't know. Becomes a habit
I love
over a
this.
period of time. And then you'll see that it's something, it's making you happy. It's something about that activity is making you feel good.
I love this.
Right? And I read this in the book Tiny Habits. And that was for habit building.
Right.
And I wanted to build a habit of reading few pages every day of non-fitness.
Okay.
Something else.
Okay.
To break the monotony of reading only fitness journals
Right.
and food stuff. So then every day when my child would do that evening 10 minutes in her bathtub, just play in warm water, I would just sit outside and read 5 pages.
Nice.
Right? And then I saw how this became a habit. So then I started talking about it and telling people that you need to find a hook, find an anchor. Right? And that anchor should be a non-negotiable thing every day. Like your bathing is non-negotiable.
Yeah.
In Chennai, I think we have twice, no bath.
Oh, minimum.
So at least one time do that.
Yeah.
So it just can become a habit over a period of time.
There's another book called Atomic Habits.
Atomic Habits.
It says the same thing.
Same thing. Exactly.
Do something when you want a reward. Like if you want to go watch that movie or eat that ice cream, before that you need to bring your habit and
It's
you need
what
to
we
finish
do
it.
for kids.
You do that, right? Yeah, exactly. That's what
Exactly.
we do for kids.
Exactly. So treat ourselves also like that.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So I'm saying do it small. Second thing, something I again want everyone to take away is after every meal, walk 1,000 to 2,000 steps.
Okay.
It's very less.
Doable.
Walk like 5-10 minutes. So every meal. After every meal, if you want to sit for 5 minutes, get up, do 1 or 2,000 steps. Your phone can track your steps if you don't have a smartwatch. Just that can control your blood sugar spike after a meal.
Right.
And this is important for people with diabetes more than anyone else.
Yeah, agreed.
Right. So these small steps, if you practice on a daily basis, forget the gym. You don't need the gym. Don't put the effort in going to the gym. Right? Walk. The human body is designed to walk. That's why we have the ankle, knee, and everything designed like that.
Yeah.
Right? Walk as much as you can.
Please address the component of lack of motivation. You know, a lot of women tell me that it's wonderful to see your workouts.
Yeah.
It's so great. I'm
How
sure
do I
you're
do
here.
it, huh?
How are you doing it? We just want to like sit in the bed, watch it. We want to do it, but something is stopping us from climbing out of that bed and doing
That
it.
is so cute though.
So, for people who want that motivation,
Two things.
I remember you telling about how when you started your center, you used to literally call everybody because they paid up and said,
Which is
"Come,
why,
come, come,
correct. I'll only say 2 things.
But how can
okay?
you do that? To
No, you
everyone?
can't. That's why I'm just saying that 2 ways you can do this.
Right.
One is simply find an activity,
Huh.
not workout.
Huh.
Activity that you love.
Okay.
Like growing up, you may have loved an activity. It could be running. It could be playing lagori. It could
Yeah.
be playing badminton. It could be swimming.
Yeah.
It could be anything. Dancing, boxing. So I always tell people that identify first what are the top 3 activities you will just show up for.
Damn.
You will not even think twice. You will cancel your meeting, but you'll show up. Like football, like men, a lot of men love football and cricket, right?
Yeah.
They will never cancel. They will always cancel a meeting for football and cricket. They'll mark it in the calendar. So I say, find an activity. Okay, that's one way of showing up. And when you keep doing an activity over and over again, you'll see the results and you'll start getting addicted to it, right? One is that. Second, which I feel like off late is working, find an accountability partner.
Okay.
Right? It could be your neighbor, it could be your best friend, it could be your spouse, it could be your sibling, because I see siblings come and work out here. It could be your colleague,
Right.
right? If you have someone and both of you are people who have the intent, but somewhere always get like, okay, something work related comes and you prioritize that.
Yeah.
Something fun related comes and you prioritize that. But if you can actually push each other and say, look, I may say this, you need to push me. And you may say this, I need to push you. And together, we need to ensure we at least minimum do 3 to 4 times a week. Anything more is a bonus, anything less is unacceptable. I feel like, again, that's something I've noticed. When you have an accountability partner, chances of you showing up and building that habit are far higher.
I'm coming to the fag end of this whole conversation, and 2 important questions. One is, when I go and look at your journey of how you started from a bank as a manager
Yeah.
to now this successful entrepreneur and a person everybody looks up to. You've written a book, you do podcasts. There's so much about you.
You've written a book too.
I have, yeah. But this show is about you. So when I look at this whole journey, I sometimes wonder, I used to keep having this question inside me, can women have it all like men? Men have the career, men also have a beautiful wife, they have a great family, and that's the way it's conditioned for them. But for women, it's always been conditioned that you can only have one or the other. You can't have both. So if you want to be really ambitious and successful in your life, then it's going to take a dig at your family life.
Yeah.
If you're going to be great here, then forget your career, just look after the family.
Yeah.
You've been able to balance both. What's the secret sauce?
I just feel like women actually have more than men. When you said that, I sat and thought about it. I just feel like, I don't know why, we're just such amazing multitaskers. Like you said, men do that one thing and they do it forever and they're good at it, right? We do so many different things, right? We're there for our families so much more. Of course, the men are also there. We're there for our friends. We're there for our colleagues. We are capable of building businesses, just like the men also do. But we are also the people who nurture.
We cook,
which is
we
more
run the
us.
house.
We're the ones who look a place look beautiful. Like, oh my God, I have to say this. Yesterday, my client comes in and she came in all like sweaty because they went for a run, and she grabs her tissue outside. She's like, so much of a difference between a man running a gym and a woman running a gym. It's so organized because it's a woman running the gym.
I love this. I love it.
And I'm like, oh my God, Nanda, you said it just when I wanted to hear it. It's so sweet.
It's true.
But that's why I say I think women have it more because nobody can multitask like us.
Yeah, but we're conditioned in a way where we
we're
limit
conditioned.
ourselves.
We've been told.
Or there is a conventional family setup we are bound to. Like, I know your husband is amazing. He was a guy who took off from work for a period of time
quit
just
his
to
job.
make you want to go do things in life.
Yeah.
The chances of that for every woman to have is
minimal.
Yes.
I'm not saying it's something that everyone should do.
If they want to.
I have to tell you this. When I put this up on Instagram, there was a very funny comment by somebody. Oh, you couldn't afford a nanny, is it? Oh, I actually laughed with that comment because I'm just thinking how
I don't think it was meant.
Are your thoughts? Yeah. Right? I mean, you probably are not a parent and that's why you're asking
So
that
shallow.
question. Yeah, exactly. Because if you were a parent, you would understand why a parent wants to give up everything and be there for the child and not have the nanny.
How big is that? The step
It's a
of doing
huge,
that?
yeah, exactly. It takes a lot to make that decision to quit making money, owning a career, and be there for your child so that your wife can go ahead and do what she loves doing.
So rare.
Yeah.
So rare.
So again, we are not telling anyone to choose
Do
that
that.
and women
Yeah.
go and tell their men that look here. No, everyone has their, ups and downs and pros and cons,
Yeah.
and what works for them, what doesn't
Yeah.
work for them. This is what worked for us. We may have lost a lot of money in the bargain because he didn't work for a few years, but it's okay. What we gain in return is that precious time with that little one is far more than. But this is life, right?
A fabulous end to the conversation, and thank you so much, Shwe, for all the beautiful things that you said. And we're going to take it back home and keep it with us forever.
Yeah, it's really nice to just sit here and do this with you. You are such an amazing force yourself. You're doing so much for women, for fitness, for health, and so many people look up to you. And you're making a big change. You're bringing a big change, and someday those people will stop watching your videos and they'll actually do it. And I think that's what counts in the end.
Yeah,
at least
absolutely.
You're out there giving them the right nudge and the push. So you are amazing, and keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you. The inspiration is from you.
We all take it from each other.
Thank you so much, Shwe.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Amazing stuff. Thank you.